Hello, welcome back. Last time I explored several desert pits, and there's still a couple to go, so I want to do those today before I go anywhere else. Also, I figured something out. So your energy had been going down. Turns out, apparently throwing things costs some energy, so that took 3. So I have a limited number of throws before I have to fix your leg injury. In terms of healing potions, I don't have much. The first time I desire to brew a potion is when I will buy the alchemy set. However, do I have an alchemist at all? No. So you're going to have to level up. Alright, I think I have to give you... Yeah, I need to prioritize alchemy for Para. Am I going to do the standard thing of this one being my alchemist? Alright, so time to decide on my level build while I walk here. I sort of have my standard of what I usually do. I have my one wizard who gets like all the schools of magic and concentration and that's it, and I never have enough points to go around for that. Do I own a Tome of Knowledge? No, I used all my Tomes of Knowledge. I have my light strength weapons user up front. You want armor, light weapons, critical. You're working on critical right now. And you'll work on armor more later. I'm a heavy weapon user up front. You want armor, heavy weapons, and whatever. Accuracy. Maybe some dodge. Oh, cooldown decrease. That's right, that one's fun. And then I have the stabby rogue who also brews things. Sometimes you're an alchemist, sometimes you're a rogue, sometimes maybe you're something else even. Where I first get enough accuracy to attack from back row, then enough critical to backstab, then focus on light weapons, and the rest goes into alchemy generally. Sometimes I manage to get missile weapons in there. Ooh, you should get throwing weapon skill, now that I'm finding that more valuable than I used to. Yeah, so that's where your overflow points will probably go. Maybe even Yarak too, if she gets any. Anyway, so... You are not currently short on light weapon skill for anything that I have found. However, this dagger is due for an upgrade. I think the, what's that weapon with leech on it? It's like Backbiter or something? There's a special dagger I usually get right around this stage of a playthrough of this game. I forget what it's called. It doesn't have a special attack other than one that leeches. And I won't really need to use the leech skill. I'm pretty sure at light weapon skill 2 you'll be able to use that just fine. So I think I can focus on alchemy at least for a moment. I gotta get all the way to 4 to make the big potions. That's a long way off. But it'll be a longer way off if I don't do anything about it. So, water. There's turtle here. And I can't do much of anything about it. Just kind of stuck with it being there. I don't really care much about the fish right now. Who holds herbs? You. I'm gonna attempt to stomp things, I suppose, because I don't have ways to be effective in the water right now. My weapons just don't do that. So if I wanted to move you, would this do it? It did. And then maybe... There we go, that's one. Alright, turtle, you're next. Where'd you go? Oh, I hear you. Come on over and get stumped. Found a heavy helm. That I'm not really gonna use, but it's here. Hi, Happy. Don't block my ladder. I thought you were put away. I guess you got out. Alright, are those turtles aware of me? I could throw a rock at one and make it aware. Somebody come here. Just this water's overpopulated. Or this is population control. I don't think you care about me. I'm gonna annoy you a little bit. Oh, there was somebody there. I stopped looking and then that space got occupied. Hey, turtle. Come here. You're so slow. It's almost like you're a turtle. There we go. Alright. Well, this is pretty straightforward. This is a good spot for it. What's Happy doing? I know, stomping around somewhere. There's a big pit separating the two of us, so I think I'll be okay for now. Hey, turtle. You too, Zarshan. Hey, I'm getting cornered. Right. At least 2 things know about me, maybe 3. Come to the stump spot. You can do that, that's acceptable. There we go. Yeah, I'd love to get your experience, it's just I don't have a way to fight underwater, so I can't. And I'm exploring this now, so this is my only option. When am I going to get a weapon that works in the water? Like, I tested everything I had none. Maybe there's one for sale somewhere and I didn't parse that. In, like, Isle of Nex, I don't remember underwater weapons really being a thing. Maybe they just didn't say anything about it. That's why I tested all of them individually, just to see if any of them had the attributes, and I just wouldn't have known about it ahead of time. Alright, that was a failure. That was a failure somehow, really? I'm surprised. That will be. Alright, I'm just gonna do this a bunch, I guess. There we go. This is how I fight. This sure is a fight I'm having. Okay, it's not working anymore. Who is around? No one. They ran away. Smart. You should have done that. Hey you, come here. You are aware of me. Okay, you're coming. I heard a swim sound, but you just went right on by. Just not doing what I want you to do. There. Be annoyed that I hit you. And come right here. Where did you go? There? Hiding under the bridge. That's cheating. There. It's too slow. There we go. Okay, so... is this clear yet? I killed a lot of things. There might be more. Yeah, Turtles and Zarshtans in terms of experience I don't think give a huge amount, so not a big deal if I'm not getting their things. I'd rather have it, but I won't. Alright, so is that there are ladders on every side of this. That is not the only one I know about. Okay, we got interesting things here. Frost arrow, a closed gate sort of thing, and a chest behind it. Alright then, where was that? Hi, Happy. Alright, I'm gonna have to cage you again. You're being actually, you're honestly not a hazard at all here, never mind. No, you're fine. Just wander around, be happy. Be yourself. It's cool. Because there's nothing on the surface that's gonna hurt me at this point. I wanted that bracer, I wanted that fish, I want all the things, but I'm not getting all the things. Poor Minotaur is having a terrible time. Okay, so I haven't stepped, like, mostly in the north. Okay, you front two, you are in danger. I need to be always routing toward a ladder, even if I'm trying to sweep things up, always be moving in the direction of a ladder. Gotta just get things incidentally on the way to one. Oh boy, a water flask! To add to my collection. So many of those around. There was some kind of bracer somewhere. I didn't manage to pick it up, I don't have it yet. I'd got an iron bassinet. Nobody has heavy armor skill at this point. 2 cannonballs are on me. Ooh, lockpicks. I think I have a box for those. I'll sort later. Oh, crystal flower. There's that steel armband. That's what it was. Don't die. Thanks. Protection +1, strength +1. You already have one. Great. Do I want to sacrifice some evasion for protection and strength? I suppose so. Oh, you have a steel armband. Those are in good supply here. I do like the extra carrying capacity this gives. But honestly, some evasion for you is not a bad call because back party members are tending to take a lot of hits, I've noticed. Like, there are many situations that force me to turn my back to things. Alright, so there's a crystal flower there. Behind some rubble that might be mineable. I can test its mineability. Is mineable. Okay, yes. That's how you do it. You put a rock on it. I should check the forge next time I'm there and see if there was a pickaxe recipe, because if it's just going to be given out as treasure every once in a while, like in a fancy chest or something for a gold key? Oh, right, pits. Then there's that thing I kept seeing out of the corner of my eye. Then I'm not imagining I'll have enough for all the things. It seems like It seems like the mineable count is much greater than the pickaxe count, and it is... I do sacrifice a pickaxe for everything mined. Okay, that's the abyss, of course. I know what that is. Well, so many fish. Well, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. I guess take them home and store them. Okay. Does that decrease? No, it doesn't. It's a foot injury that decreases carrying capacity. That's right. Okay, well, I think the water's clear. So find a round key, hub key or whatever. Now, what was the story? Wasn't there a couple of monsters up here in these force fields? Oh, there's another fruit. These evergreen trees are fruiting. How about that? So snakes here. Happy trapped me when I came here last time. That's right. I don't seem to have anything I can really do with you right now, so you're just gonna be there. Alright, so that's that status. And then 2 more pits. Okay, let's work on those. I should probably rest a bit. Seems like a good idea. Did I hear... No, it's 2 at once. I thought those were going fast. You have to lose health to go fast. That's how I understand it. Oh boy, that's a tight space to fight one of you. Once I fought one, I can... No, I can't use throwing weapons. That is across in a way that doesn't allow that. Alright, well. Guess we're doing this the hard way. Okay. I'll do it the medium way with lots of ratcheting. Alright, you lost track of me. Ah, I didn't find my cursor in time. I stood and fought and got torn up a little bit, and you now don't have energy regeneration. Well, for you, that's not that important. Let's see what happens here. Woof, woof, woof. Alright, you big dog. Or whatever you are. I timed that badly, but now you're frozen. Can you be frozen again, maybe? Not if I do that. Well, I stood and fought, and I won. I gained 1 leg injury for it, but I already had one of those. I guess I'll accept this? Injuries are less costly than death, but still extremely costly right now. It's just that that particular one I can deal with. Does this use energy? No. Yeah, no, you can afford all the leg injuries. They do nothing to you. It's just Conran and Farzam who must not gain any more. Whoops! That's fine. Alright, I should rest before I take you on. Sure. Alright, this layout is different. Situation not the same. What did you take damage from? Everybody took damage there. Did I get hit by my own frostbolt somehow? Everybody took damage there. That was a very small fall, so it wasn't the fall itself. Weird. I think the frostbolt landed on both of us somehow. Alright, so my issue is, I'm looking down to know where you are, then my cursor has trouble finding this again. Let's put it here. Drag from there. You know about me too much. Alright, I need to break your awareness. Okay, let's hope that's done it. That didn't do quite what I wanted. Now you're gonna stand there forever, right? As far as I know, yes. So I go here, that breaks your awareness, I think. No, I think you still know about me. Maybe I need to be here for a moment. Oh. Dang it, now you got chest injury too. That one's more problematic. Okay, that did help me find that quicker. But if you completely forget about me, then you decide to howl instead of attacking sometimes? How long does it take to forget? Have you forgotten? I think so. You're not cashing in my backstab. You missed twice. Okay. I'm gonna do this. Spread out my damage a bit, I guess, which means my cursor should be in an impossible spot that doesn't exist. So let's find another one. How about here? No, that doesn't work either. Yeah, I just cannot find that quick enough. Alright, that might be long enough to forget. I don't know. It might not have been. I don't think you know me. Yeah, you don't. Well, that didn't hit anybody! It just, like, erupted in the air, doing literally nothing. Why? So if I go here and rest for just a tiny bit... You do not know me now. Once again, nothing! No effect! Like, I guess I'm not waiting long enough and it counts as being in the wrong tile? Like, wherever the frostbolt collides with is not the tile that it's vulnerable to. Rules of this game are complicated and completely opaque. There, I waited forever and then you just died. Alright. That's acceptable. Alright, similar situation here. What happened to you? I overloaded you. Okay, have that. And where people are, I don't know which way around this makes sense more. They're both about equal. Well, that's no good. So given the relative safety of the situation, I'm not going to use any frost bombs to expedite this. I'll just do it the slow way. It'll be fine. If I don't get hit, then I ratchet forward. You are overloaded again. Right, I didn't save that change. Farzam could heal. I'm not gonna bother. Alright, so I think I see how to manipulate you into doing things. Oh, well, you know what? That's fine too. Alright, I'll take it. It was 350 each. So... Zafi Kakis. Who's the Zafi? Conran. Well, you can't use those right now. So I'll just kind of stick them on you and leave them there. Okay. There's that backbiter. I was just talking about you. And indeed, Leech requires light weapons 3, but normal attack does not require anything. Okay. Cool. Alright. Why do I still hear a warg? Because there's a larger uncleared pit near here. Right, I am getting worn down, and I don't have the healing resources to do anything about it. If I were to buy alchemy ingredients, I think I could make basic potions out of these? I think. Right, well, this situation's completely different once again. Let's see how it plays out. So there is an actual complete loop this time. Very similar to the other, but you can actually go all the way around now. Ladder is here. There's this one little inward jut thing. It's a little hard to see you. Do I want to sleep until morning? I might. I need my health back, probably. That will not take me all the way to morning, though. Well, that didn't work. And now it's dark. Like, I can't just evade those. I could try bottom up. I don't think that's a good idea. Let's try fighting from here. This might at least partially work. Oh, I don't think so. Yeah, that wasn't good enough for me. Okay, with you there, I could use your very limited energy to do some things, but it's kind of dangerous to do it this way. Well, let's be kind of dangerous. How about that? You did not freeze. Yeah, alright. I guess I'm going down here. Alright, I guess I'm going all the way down here. Hey, it's safe here! Oh, here we go! Alright, this is a bottom-up way to go. Okay, well... I think this'll work. Are you just gonna camp right above me? You're not. That's nice of you. The whirling around to attack me was less nice. But I'm not being nice to you, so that's fair. Good, that's one down. I'm not saving down here, by the way. Not in this spot, no way. Backbiter's mostly not worth using for this encounter, I would say. It's like these two who are doing all the damage. Longsword maybe could get a good hit occasionally. Can I get one more? Nope, no time. You're speedy. I'm gonna wait for you to move toward me. There we go. Okay, cool. Thanks for all the rocks. I love them. Right, so now, if my mission were to escape, I suspect that's something I could totally carry out. Maybe almost right now. You're a little too close. Howl. Surveying the situation, it's not safe. No, no, no. I already got the rewards at the bottom. This is not the turtle pit nest. There's nothing between the rocks here. There wasn't anything in the turtle pit nest either. So if I stand here, you're gonna look at me a whole lot. Sure. My ears tell me where you are. Yeah, I can just chip in a few little hits here and there, and that'll probably do the job eventually. Okay, I feel safe enough. Frostbolt's not a hard hitter, but it can turn into a very hard hitter on the occasions when it freezes. It's just, that's annoyingly infrequent at Water Magic 3. What is Farzam's next priority gonna be, though? Probably Water Magic 4 and 5. Yeah, I think that's very reasonable. Oh, I went at a bad time. I wasn't using my ears the right way. You were not aware of me, though, so that was nice. Really? So, the freeze frequency is low and duration is very low, too. Not high enough to get more than one round of stabs in. Unfortunate. So we're just gonna do this the slow way. Well, now I've gained an injury and that's unacceptable. In terms of injury badness, for a non-wizard, it goes feet, head, chest, legs. For a wizard, it goes head, legs, feet, chest, probably? Something like that. In terms of, like, worst to least bad. Well, almost nothing happened there, but something did. Alright, you pull away. Sure would be nicer to do this during the day, I could see. But that's just not the circumstances I've been given. That's not where I wanted to click on you. Get a little nip of energy back. Yeah, you're in combat mode, I see that. I could be doing this without the Frostbolt, but if when the Frostbolt goes off, it's very good. It's just rare that it does. This is a fight. Hey, sun's about to rise. Well, I think that did nothing. I did not see a damage number. You're very close. I don't know who's who. I don't know who I've been hitting. I'm not waiting for Frostbolt. Let's just go a different way. Well, you're out of energy, but I can do a big longsword stab? Well, I don't like how close you are. You didn't do the combat kind of move there, though, so that was good for me, I guess. Oh yeah, food. Good thing I have infinite food on me. Hey, isn't that nice? That one's not very filling. This one is plenty. Sure. You're in an inconvenient spot, but I'll move this way and you'll be fine. Ugh. There we go. Whap, 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 and then I can do nothing. Okay, that's fine. Lost track of the other one. Yeah, okay, you got both, sure, whatever. That's fine. You already had both, I think. I still say bottom up is by far the safer option. Top down, just I get so much less control. It's because I have to turn my back to run. Here we go, here we go. Now I can just go around the circle. I say... Oh, you're afraid already. Okay. Well, this makes sense. Since I wasn't focusing fire, it would make sense that I was more or less splitting my damage evenly. Okay, so, all pits and water conquered. Again, I paid a hefty cost for that. Someday... Wouldn't it be funny if this entire thing literally never gives me the opportunity to touch a Crystal of Life? But maybe someday I'll have access to one. Okay, well, that's Desert of Life as clear as I'm currently capable of... Oh, the Abyss is... Okay, there are two Abysses. Yeah. So that's the entrance. Probably opened with this thingy, I would say, because that's the most conspicuous. Alright. So, you know, Happy had something to say about opening the way here. But the way wasn't really opened. Does all of this come down when I do the Ocean Guardians or something, I wonder? Okay, well, Desert of Life is done. I need to do something about my people here. It is almost level up time. You know what? Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Do I need any alchemy skill to brew a healing potion, basic? Maybe. Since I'm close to a level up, and that's extremely meaningful, let's use the mummy grinder and get one. For the mummy grinder, I want a fire sword, which I do not have on me, so I guess I'll just do it the other way. So this is 90 each, right? And it's gonna take... a few more. This will be a bit. Alright, there we go. That didn't take all that long. Think of this as making up for the monsters that I stumped in the water and elsewhere. Okay, so you were focusing... Uncritical, yes, okay. That is unchanged. You were focusing on... You can have heavy weapons, 5. Sure, hit harder. Sounds good. Oh, right, and... hold on. This is meaningful for you. This means you can equip a shield now. And I have one that I want to equip somewhere, don't I? I think I do, at home. Okay. For Para, I think I'm going alchemy now. Yeah. It's time to start investing in that. And then Farzam. Yeah, I want more water magic. Longer force field would be great, but I prefer the Frostbolt. They're both good for crowd control. But I use Frostbolt more often. I do want both. Next level probably be concentration. Maybe I should get water magic to 5 before that. I don't know. If I find a Tome of Knowledge, Para's a good candidate. Maybe? I don't know. It's hard to say. So I do own a pickaxe. You know what? Real quick. Just since I'm right here, let's find out what this would lead to. If I... Oh. Well, whatever that takes, it does not just take a basic pickaxe. Okay. That didn't hit anything. There's nothing there to hit. Well, okay, so now if that's going to be weird, let's check how the one in the water works. It's like some things are more mineable than other things. Where was that spot? Other side of here? No, it's other side of other side. No, it's here, right. Okay, that one mined. So blue gem, crystal of life, crystal flower. Okay, got it. So at least I can mark that one appropriately. Not crystal of life. Crystal shard of healing is what that's called. Alright, yeah, but this one, this doesn't mine. How odd. Okay, so I have a lot of markings. Right, I did want to take one more look at the entrance to Ogre Town. Happy was able to open a gate, but not one that seems entirely relevant to me. If you weren't there, I can't really see behind you. I think there might be a zone transition right here. It's hard to tell. Tomb of Creation. Recover my compass and defeat the creator. Is there a turn-in point for that? And then there's this. This is the turn-in point, probably. Yes, where compass goes. I already evaluated all of that. Okay, yeah, so unknown force holds these force fields in place. Nothing I can currently do about it. Maybe I put in the hub key here. Oh, which I will get from the Ocean Guardians fight. So in some sense, that will open things up either way. Yeah, okay, so Ocean Guardians is totally the thing I need to do next. However, I think prior to that, I'm pretty much forced to take the alchemy set. Oh, it's the time of day when that opens. Which is fine. I mean, I wanted that anyway. It's just I wanted to keep my gold key options open, but now that a clear option has presented itself... What's all this stuff? Things I like. Stuff I can't do anything about. Poison Cloud I think goes through these, however those are immune to it, so I can't make that kind of kill from here. I don't know, there's just like layers and layers and layers of stuff beyond... What about another kind of piece of nature? What if I gave you a piece of the earth? No. Wait, yes! Or was that just still in the process of closing from taking the branch away? Yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, I think it's just branch. Yeah, layers and layers of stuff that I just do not have access to in every zone I've been in. Okay, so anyway, so if I wanted to buy an alchemy set... I mean, yeah, that's more or less I've interacted with that. Yeah, here's a mystery. Right, it's the other way around. Lockpicks, unknown tome, pickaxe, red crystal. Like, this is in particular the option I want to keep open. I think there's another gold key in the Ocean Guardians place, though. And, like, I'm gonna want that alchemy set at some point. I have no knowledge of whether I could spend my gold keys wrong and get stuck. So because I don't know that, I have to assume that it could be possible and be very careful with it. Right, I was here. I wanted to see if... Can a pickaxe be crafted? Does not appear that way. Barded arrow, don't care because I don't have a bow user. Crossbow coral, don't care because I don't have a bow user. Okay. Alright, so Ocean Guardian's gonna have to be next, however, first... Okay, where's that shop? I'm buying the thing now. I see the red gem there. Okay, so that's the thing I want, but also, hang on, so one more thing before I do that. Where are my shields? Yeah, that turned into an empty hand. So here's an ancient shield that I don't like. You would lose 15 health, which is substantial, for only 5 more evasion. I don't think that's worth it. It's close, but I don't think it is. So when I get an actual usable shield, then that hand is where it will go. I mean, I could also try and equalize evasion. Oh, that does only 2? Okay, sure. I'll swap those around, that's fine. Alright. Well, is this better? No. Okay, well, Zafi robe goes here then. Zafi khakis, nobody really wants or needs those. So they go here. That might have a set bonus. I have some interest in putting the set together, but I don't have the shoes for it yet. I cannot see. It was too dark, and there's just like too much stuff piled here. So with heavy armor, I want to put this in a place that's a little more obvious to me that I have it and want to use it. I have 2 pies on me. When am I ever going to eat those? I should store these at home because they're a super pain to eat, and take the stuff that's less annoying to eat. That makes more sense. Okay. Got too many rocks. Get down to 20. Alright, fish meat. So, I don't have a shield that I can give to both of my fronters. So they're just sharing one for now. That's fine. Cannonballs, don't want those. Dagger, I'm done with you. Thanks for your service. Sleep darts, I mean, I'm gonna try those at some point, and I guess I'll just keep them on me until the right time arises. Are people carrying ammunition? No, I put that stuff away. Where? Here. Okay. And I'll keep that on me, that's fine. Water flasks go here, I think? No, here. Okay, and that alchemy set, I need it. Solid early game evasion. Yeah, I see that, but like, how many gold keys do you think I have? Early game probably is gonna... Oh, there's water breathing. This, I just got some important information. No, sorry. Energy. I read this and ignored the rest. No, that's just for breath holding. That's not water breathing. Those are different. I should try sleep darts. Those probably are the big thing that... Oh, that would be very nice. That would be extremely nice. You legitimately tempt me, but I'm going to go with the defensive option instead. Yeah, because like, I know for sure that I want this. I don't know for sure I won't find one on my own, but I think this is the right choice. It's impossible to pick up from there. Alright, and while I have this, you gotta put it in a hand. Let's just fix... No. Drink 2 mushrooms, be okay, and be more prepared for the future. Okay. That will do just fine. You know what? You can keep that right there until you have something you want to put in your offhand. Alright, cool. So, next time, Ocean Guardians. I'll see you then.